Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is IKB, and today have a very exciting, awesome video that I've worked really hard on. So I hope you guys enjoy it. As you guys know, Overwatch launched this week, and I've been playing a crap ton of Overwatch and been having a lot of fun. And I'm gonna try to see if I can do a lot of videos on some of like my favorite heroes that are in the game, or some of the ones that people are requesting for me in the comment section or whatever. To go ahead and give you guys my tips and tricks and kind of how I use them and some pretty awesome gameplay, I hope. So today's first video is going to be with Reinhardt. He's arguably he's by far my favorite character in the entire game. Probably arguably one of the better tanks, if not the best tank in the game. He's really awesome. I love him. He looks badass. He has like he's I mean, come on, he's wielding a huge ass hammer. That's cool by itself. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get on into it, and I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to start off with me telling you guys. I'm going to rewind it real quick. Usually when I start the matches off, I don't usually like going out the main door. That's the first little thing I like. Trying to get a little slide in on in there, as you just saw. However, during this video, I'm going to show you guys a lot of do's and don'ts. That's definitely a don't. Be smart when you're going against a Reaper. Don't don't try to challenge them up close. Something I also recommend is to get to your team a lot faster. Make sure you always dash as soon as you spawn in. Wait until you got some open, an open line of sight. And Reinhardt's very slow, so if you use your L1 to kind of dash forward and get to your teammates a lot faster, it is very helpful. And I think I said L1, but I meant to say R1. I think no, L1's right. Never mind, I lied. Forget me. Um, yeah, so make sure you dash over to your teammates faster. Make sure when you're going up against Reaper, as I was showing there, that you don't get too close and personal to him. Reapers deal the most damage up close, so that's something to watch out for. He will destroy your shield if he's really close by you. Um, so make sure you kind of keep that in mind. Don't get too close to them watching, and you're gonna see him destroy me again. But yeah, that's how I kind of like starting. I don't like going out the main gate. It's usually death, but either way, as you saw in this clip, it was death to begin with. Um, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and talk about after you see me die yet again is the charges. Now, the charges, of course, we said, it's used to cover a lot of distance really quick, but you got to use them very smart. You can't just go out there and just start dashing all over the place and looking cool and stuff. What I like to do is I like to use them in more of a short range instance, like what you're about to see here in a sec. Um, the short range dashes are very helpful, and they're a lot less predictable, a lot less predictable. Um, but then of course you got your as you see right here, boom, bam. It's a lot less predictable. That May had no time to move. They didn't know what to do. So when you use your shoulder charges, so to speak, your dashes, make sure try to keep it short, try to keep it sweet. If you try to dash from too far, it's so predictable, so easy to get away from. You're not always gonna hit, just like right there, but it's all on your recovery. As soon as you miss or you're behind the enemy lines, make sure you put up your shield really quick and try to get under cover. And as you saw right here, what I'm doing is I'm charging up my shield. So that's the key to playing Reinhardt is make sure your shield's up and make sure it's as high a health as possible, and try to keep using your dash as much as you possibly can. Don't forget that when you use your super, as I just showed off right there, it is a small conal effect. So if they're too far to your right or your left or too far ahead of you, they may not get stunned by it. But if you go ahead and they're close by, you stun them. It's very very potent. Now, the shields in this game, as you're gonna see right here, they're very amazing. That's what makes Reinhardt Reinhardt. Is these shields are very strong. Short dash right here, boom. These shields are very strong. He can absorb 2,000 points of damage in just one go if you hold down the shield continuously, which is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of the ults from a lot of other champs do not even do near 2,000 damage. They do closer to somewhere between 8 and 900. So it's very critical. Like that's what makes him a tank. As you say, I'm always keeping up my shield. I'm only putting it down whenever there's smart choices, like when the ice walls are popped up and stuff. You put down your shield as often as you can to you make sure it charges up like that. There's nobody to block from, so I'm charging it as I'm chasing down this tracer. Um, but at the same time, you always want to make sure your shield's up, especially if you're pushing a payload. That's why I get in the front right here. I'm helping lead my team. I'm telling them to push, and we're all pushing together, and nobody's taking a single hit of damage because of myself. I'm the shield play. As you notice, the shield does reflect a lot of ults. As you saw right there, Tracer just used their mine ult and totally missed. It landed on my shield. My shield absorbed 100% of the damage. I did not lose a single point of health, which is amazing. I've used it against Reapers, and I haven't taken a single shot. I've defended my entire team against Bastions, as you'll see in this clip as well. I believe a Reaper one also. You can totally phase out somebody's ult that way. Divas as well. You'll see me push Diva here in a little while, and it's very helpful to to protect your whole teammates, which is great. So make sure you're very smart with it. Make sure your shield's always charged, and at the same time, always use it. Now, something else that you want to do is when you're using the hammer, you need to make sure that that it's very predictable. Like you need to make sure you can predict everybody's movements. That's the key to it. When you go and you slam somebody, you're gonna have to go ahead and finish them off. If you have your R1, you're gonna make sure you want to use your R1. There's an I call it the L1 R1 combo or the Wombo combo, as some people use in Destiny. Like say right here, look, totally took one for the team, but no, I totally phase out her ultimate. You want to use a wombo combo if possible. When you slam, I think you're going to see it here in a little bit. When you slam, you want to try to use R1 as quick as possible, especially if you're slamming another tank, like another Reinhardt or somebody. It's very helpful. That way, you can make sure that they are dead. In fact, um, but yeah, as you see, I'm kind of predicting my movements right there, trying to predict where Genji is going to go, and I was able to finish him off and slap him upside the head. Tracer's definitely the hardest one to predict. But once you keep practicing as Reinhardt for a little while and keep going against some really good tracers, you start getting kind of a gist. Especially if you play tracer, highly recommend to play tracer. See, dropping it because I can. I highly recommend you play tracer, kind of learn tracer's movements and stuff, and get a better understanding on how to defend yourself against tracer. Learn her weaknesses and her strengths. Um, so yeah, L1 R1 combos, as you'll see here pretty soon, are absolutely amazing. Make sure that you keep your your charges very short and sweet. Don't try to go all out and get really far away. Do really far dashes. They're great. They look awesome, cool for a YouTube clip. But yeah, you need to be careful. And as you see with your shield there, the main reason why Reinhardt's amazing is not only is he a tank and he could absorb a lot of damage, but he's a really annoying champ. With that shield right there, I was able to hold off the entire team for a couple of seconds, which led my team to be able to rally up and kind of come and gather them up and kill them, which was very helpful. So it's a big situational thing. You're not going to be playing a tank and going out there and absorbing every hit or getting all these kills, and it's not going to be the most craziest. Um, you're not going to be getting a bunch of kills or anything like that. That's not what your job is. Your job is to absorb damage when you need to help make sure everybody's alive and be that annoying person. That's why at the start, like I said, I like dashing out right away and taking my short and sweet dashes and going up there, getting behind enemy lines, putting up my shield, and it gives my team enough time to rally. So that's definitely some tips you should very much consider. Some champs or heroes, whatever you want to call them, some heroes is what they're called, that are really good to team up with while you are a Bastion. I'm sorry, whoops, rip. While you are Reinhardt is Bastion. It's very helpful if you're pushing, especially if they're on a payload. I swear there was a clip of it, but we'll see. As you saw, the dash there at the beginning did not work yet again because of Bastion. That's the other point I'm going to make. Not only is he good to be on your team with while you're Reinhardt, but he's terrible to go against. They will absolutely destroy your shield before their 200 bullets are up in their turret form. So be very careful and be very mindful of that. Tracers and McCree, they're absolutely terrible against the Reinhardt. Tracer will keep teleporting all around you, and since you're really slow, it's very hard to kind of get the turn on them. And see right here, look, boom. This is again talking about predicting where your enemy is going to move, and I predicted right that time. Um, they're both very terrible. Tracer McCree, they will just start dashing around and they will ruin your day very fast. Here's the L1 R1 combo that I talked about. Get ready for that. But yeah, those are very tough to go against. You have to be very careful when they're on the enemy team. But some heroes that are good on your team, that help benefit while you are a Reinhardt, like I said, is Bastion. He's really awesome. He can hide behind your shield and do a crap ton of damage, as you'll see here in a few seconds. Lucio is amazing if he's your healer. Same thing with Mercy. I personally prefer Mercy as a healer, since you're going to be going out there, you're going to be annoying, you're going to be taking a lot of damage really quick. Mercy heals up extremely fast, so that's my recommendation. As you see right here, if you have a good support, then you're going to be fantastic. You're not going to have any issues. But Lucio is very awesome. He's uh, more of the crowd control healer, so he can help you move around faster, and which is obviously very awesome because, like I said, you're the annoying person. You're supposed to be the annoying person, so the faster the annoying person gets back on to the team and to objective is, it's the best. But yeah, there's some of the kind of tips and tricks, kind of some insight on how I play Reinhardt. He's definitely my favorite champ. Like I said, I like to think that he's the one I'm most skilled with. I feel that I'm a pretty knowledgeable Reinhardt player. I think definitely he's gonna be my main if we ever start doing a ranked team and stuff like we talked about in one of our other YouTube videos. I hope some of these clips here kind of show you some do's and don'ts. Uh, to make smart choices. Don't just go out there and start dashing around. You saw me do that a couple times in the clips in this video, and you saw it ruined, and it was bad, and it was terrible. And just don't. Right there, look, I just wasted my ult, didn't even hit anybody. Don't be terrible. Don't be bad like me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Leave a good comment down in the comment section below if you want to let me know or letting me know what's the next hero maybe you want me to cover. If you have any recommendations, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check us out on Twitch and Twitter. Links are in the description. Until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic day.